Today marks the beginning of my new series on YouTube, Amazing Air Fryer Recipes. To kick off this series, I'll be making crab rangoons. These are going to be delicious and they're really quick and easy. The first thing I'm going to do to kick off this recipe is I'm going to mince 1 clove of garlic. Now that I've minced up my clove of garlic, I can start to create the rest of my filling. The first part of the filling is the cream cheese, so we're going to use about 1.5 blocks, and this is going to end up being about 12 ounces. There's our first block, and now we can go in with the other block and just use about half of that. Next, I can go in with 8 ounces of lump crab meat. Now I can go in with 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. And finally, we can add our minced garlic. Now you want to mix all this up, but you don't want to break down all the crab because you still want a few chunks in there. So this took a little longer than anticipated to mix. It took probably about 2 or 3 minutes, but I think that's probably because I didn't let the cream cheese sit at room temperature for a little bit. This was still kind of cold, so I just got it out of the fridge, so it was kind of hard to mix. But anyways, we have it right here. As you can see, the lumps of crab aren't as huge, but as I was mixing, I was thinking they probably don't need to be huge. And as long as they're in there and combined, you'll get the flavor and some of that texture. So anyways, yeah, our filling is basically done, and typically you'd add 1 green onion finely diced to this, but I didn't have one on hand. But if you're making this, add one of those. And so yeah, now we can start to fill our rangoons. So right here I have my wrapping station fully set up. I have my cream cheese and crab filling, my wonton wrappers, and then some warm water, and this is going to help us wrap our rangoons. Now we can start filling our wonton wrappers with our filling. So I can just go down with one of those, then I can make a small spoonful of my filling, probably that size, probably around a tablespoon, I'd say. And then I'm gonna dip my fingers in our warm water. I'm just gonna paint the edges, and like I said earlier, this is gonna help make sure that the wonton wrapper sticks to itself. Now, with opposite corners, I can come to the middle, pinch those, and then with the opposite wrappers corners again, I can pinch those. And just like that, we have our wonton. Make sure that it's all the way sealed, just like that. Now after I've wrapped this, I'm sure some will be better, some will be worse, but here we have our rangoon, and now we're just gonna repeat that process until all of our filling has been used, and then we can air fry. Now it's very important that you don't overstuff your rangoons, because then you can cause your wrapper to rip. So I accidentally just did that with this one right here, but hopefully in the air fryer it doesn't all ooze out, and if it does, it's not the end of the world because that's only one of them. Alrighty everyone, so I brought in my brother to help me wrap all these because if I do it by myself, it might take a while, but I still want to be taking my time here, and you should too if you're making these. Alrighty everyone, as you can see, me and my brother have fully wrapped all of the rangoons. It is 31 in total. That probably took about 20 minutes, so I recommend getting a partner because it would take a pretty long amount of time by yourself. But anyways, now that we've done this, that's the hardest part, and now we can just fry these up in the air fryer. Alrighty everyone, right here we have the star of the show, the air fryer. I'm going to go ahead and preheat this to about 350. So there we go. We can start that. So that's going to be preheating. And now we can just wait. Once that's preheated, we can actually cook these rangoons. Alrighty everyone, it looks like my air fryer has been preheated. So I'm going to go ahead and spray it with some cooking oil. And then I'm just gonna go in with as many wontons as will fill the bottom. Now that I've filled up my air frying tray with my crab rangoons, I can just spray the tops with some cooking oil and then pop these in at 350 for about 8 to 10 minutes or until golden brown. Alrighty everyone, so these have been in for about 9 minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and check. Oh wow, those look perfect. Oh my gosh. I know some of the cheese mixture is oozing out, but that's okay. We're still gonna get everything in one bite. These are just gonna be so perfect. So now I'm gonna go ahead and remove these. Look how delicious these look. Oh my gosh. Before we taste those, I'm gonna go in with the rest of my rangoons, and I'm just gonna repeat what I did earlier. I'm just gonna go ahead and spray. Alrighty, I've placed the rest of my rangoons in there. I'm gonna go ahead and spray the top, and then put these in for another 9 minutes at 350 degrees. Alrighty everyone, so we have the crab rangoons here. This is my brother. He helped me so he gets a taste. I mean, he tastes all the food that I make, but he helped this one so he gets a taste on camera. So anyways, we have these beautiful looking rangoons, and the rest are cooking, and they're best served warm with a sweet chili sauce, but I thought we had some in the house, but we actually don't. Anyways, these are gonna be so delicious, so let's taste them.
It's super rich and creamy, and the paper is so crunchy with it. It's such a good combo.
And served warm, the cheese is just oozing. It's so delicious, and the garlic, you can taste that. You can taste everything. These are so delicious.
They're perfectly cooked. They're super crispy.
He can't stop. But anyways, these are crab rangoons. Definitely try these ones. This is the first episode of our air fryer series, so yeah. See you in the next one.